It's just a 1 hour thing. So.
Take water, drink water.
What is marketing? Making a poster for a grand play and spreading it, that's advertising. Active performing teasers around town, that's from the poster to the final credit.
Can you play the video? Please, I want to play a video. I don't know if you can see it. Can you let me know, please? I'm playing a video. If you can see it, please let me know. Thank you.
65% of marketers say generating traffic and
We can see now.
and only 22% of businesses are satisfied with their conversion rates. Digital advertising spending worldwide is projected to exceed $526 billion by 2024. Rethink your marketing. It's not just about selling a ticket, it's directing the entire play. What is marketing? Making a poster for a grand play and spreading it, that's advertising. Active performing teasers around town, that's promotion. When a scene accidentally leaks to the public and the news covers it, that's publicity. Convincing the town council that this adds charm to the community, that's public relations. When the audience fills the theater, enjoys the show, asks questions, buys merchandise, and spends more money, that's sales. And if you plan the whole thing from the poster to the final current, that's marketing. Did you know 65% of marketers say generating traffic and leads is their biggest challenge? And only 22% of businesses are satisfied with their conversion rates? Digital advertising spending worldwide is projected to exceed $526 billion by 2024. Rethink your marketing. It's not just about selling a ticket, it's directing the entire play. What is marketing? Scene accidentally leaks to the public and the news covers it, that's publicity. Convincing the town council asks questions and buys merchandise and spends more money, that's sales. And if you plan
Okay, so we're going to start the class now. So good afternoon, everyone. Oh, sorry, is it good afternoon? Sorry, good evening.
Good evening, Coach.
Good evening. Hey, peace be. Nice hearing your voice. I can still remember your voice like yesterday.
Thank you, ma'am.
I can still remember you like yesterday. How are we doing, all? Okay, so we're just going to quickly look into today's training, and we're going to be talking about effective marketing strategies. We're going to make it a bit interactive. So some of us, like, what I like about this kind of training is if for you to have actually signed up, or for you to say you want to come in, it simply means you want to learn something. You understand? And I always love even when it's free, when it's paid training, it's very essential that you gain something. You don't want to waste your time. even if it's for 5 minutes, even if it's for 10 minutes, you want to gain something that you can use for yourself, for your business, to actually like scale. So once again, thank you. I don't take you for granted for actually joining this call. So today's topic is effective marketing strategies. Effective marketing strategies. And so these are some of the industry insights that a lot of people, they are always like calling, people do call me and they are like, oh, I've not made 1 million this year. I've not made 2 million this year. And, I noticed that almost everyone that was actually calling me, one of the problems that people actually have is actually their marketing strategy. Not having a proper marketing strategy can make you not to have sales. The reason why you're in business is to have sales anyway. So when you don't have sales, it simply means that that there's problem. Okay, so if you notice that you don't have sales are not coming in, it simply means you need to go back to your strategy. You need to go back to what your plan were, your business plan, your strategy, your business model. You need to go back to it. All these things are different things. So your business model, you understand your strategy, your business plan. So all these things are very, very important. So we are going to be recording this. So kindly permit me to actually record this. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to be Doyin, please, can you start to record? I guess you're the host. Can you record, please? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So this is actually going to be recorded and it's going to be sent to us for us to, listen over and over again. Or you also can actually view it also on YouTube. And like I said, if you notice that as a business owner, you are not making sales. So I'm going to use myself as an example. So when we actually started the business years back, this was like, I think 17 years ago, it took a while for our business to understand that one of the main problems that we have is actually that we didn't have a good marketing strategy. So we were in business, and of course, it seems as if we were not growing. It seems as if we were not making the kind of sales we wanted to make. And I was just wondering what was the problem until I actually went for a training. So I now went for a training. On going for the training, I noticed this was actually the problem. So I'm sure if you're on this call today, I want to congratulate you because why? This is a free training. And the reason why I decided to have an academy was simply because when I started off, I didn't have where to get trained. And nobody was ready to actually like put me through. There was nothing like free training. There was nothing like even like paid training when I started in Nigeria. So almost all the training that I actually saw was actually outside Nigeria. And so I had no choice. Some of the trainings that I actually went for, they were paid training abroad, and I had to spend a lot of money. Can you imagine? The other day I looked back, my phone just reminded me. That's why I love Google. If you sign up to Google Photos, all those things, it actually brings memory back. And it actually reminded me some years back when I went, I actually went to Austria to get trained. And I went to Austria just for 3 days. Can you imagine? I was a newbie. I was just starting up. And I went all the way to Austria to go and get trained because why? I was thirsty for knowledge. I was thirsty because I wanted to be different from what everybody was doing. And because then I didn't have a lot of, there was no so much of this training, you understand, here in Nigeria. And I had to go out to go and learn new things. And so for you to actually have these free trainings, it simply means that, man, you are lucky. So that's why I tell everybody starting business now. I said, come, YouTube is there for you to learn so many things. A lot of people are putting so many things on YouTube. You have so many trainings that are free. You have so many trainings that are, they're not expensive and that you can join. So please, if you know that you have a problem in your business, check your business and look for the problem. When you check for the problem, look for how you can solve it. How can I solve this thing? Who is actually doing the same thing like myself that can assist in solving it? With this person, I have the solution. Because don't forget, all of us might actually be in the industry, but it's not all of us that have the solution to to that your problem. And that's the truth. So for example, that's why you will see someone like me. I'm always on everybody's training. I go and train. I don't want to know, maybe you just started your training today. I can sign up because I'm testing for knowledge. I'm testing for knowledge. And some of us might not be testing for knowledge, but you might just want to get a particular solution, like what you're doing now. It's not a solution. And just, oh, yes, I can get the solution this place. And you just go ahead and get that solution, So all these things they are very, very, very important for us, as much as possible. I will want every one of us to see your business, you understand, as part of you. Make sure you look at the problem. So, for example, we just finished January, February, March. We are in April, we are in another quarter. Have you sat down to actually to check your business? Have you sat down to understand the problem that you actually encountered in January, February, March? Do you have plans for each month? So like us in our own company, January, February, March was all about training. So we were training our staff. So when people were like calling, they said they wanted to come to the academy to come and train. We're like, no, we're not training. That the academy is actually shut down. Till what? Till May. Because we have plans. We have plans. We have a strategy that we want to use. And this is the way you run a business properly. Have your plans in place. That is why schools are not open 365 days in a year. You understand? They're not open because they understand the time to go back and re-strategize for the also the students who are rest. So always understand that there is a time for everything in your business. You as a business owner must know the problem. So one of the main reasons why some of us are not having that 1 million, 2 million, you understand, sales is simply because our marketing strategy might actually be wrong. And, our own industry in Nigeria and Africa is peculiar. Reason why I said it's peculiar is because it's just evolving. And because we are just putting better structure in the industry. And that's why when people say, oh, A-Mobile, you started something that is different in the industry. I said, yes. I said, because the reason why I started all this was because I know that if we have more people, you understand, in the industry training, more people, lending their voices, it simply means we can improve this industry. It simply means if you're in Kano and someone says, oh, I need cleaning services or pest control done in Kano, you are doing it right. You are following the right techniques. You are giving them the right price. You are using the right pesticides or chemicals. You are using the right equipment. That is what we are after. You understand the business. Not that you just come. You understand? Not that you just come from nowhere. You just decide that, you know what? I just want to start the cleaning business. And at the long run, you are destroying our industry. And that's what it simply means. So that's why I made up my mind I'm going to be a voice, you understand, in the industry for people to understand that this business is a profession that every one of us, we can actually make money. Yeah, we can make money. And it's not for dropouts. It's not for people that have gone for masters. We have people that they've done their masters, you understand, that are in this industry and they've made it. We employ, so for example, in our own company, we employ graduates. We employ ICANN, ICANN certified people, as accountants in our department. So, so you understand that our industry is properly what? Is properly structured. And can you imagine if all of us are actually making this noise and ensuring that our business are properly, we are making that kind of money? It simply means we will build this industry, and it simply means we can leave this our business for generations to generations to generations. So marketing is one of the problems, that makes some of us not to be able to have good output or good revenue. It's just one of the problems. There are several problems that can cause the reason. So one of the problems is what is marketing. And so if you start the marketing, by the time you look at the marketing, you will know that you have staff problem. That's when you start knowing that, I'm getting jobs, but now I have staff problem. Oh, I'm getting jobs, but now I have what? Equipment problem. Because you have done your marketing properly, you now understand it properly. So that is why it's extremely important that your marketing strategy, you understand it, and you as a business owner, you are the one that can understand your marketing strategy very well. Even if you call a consultant, you understand, to come and develop a marketing strategy for you. One of the things that people call me and they're like, oh, please, can you develop the marketing plan for my cleaning business? I always ask them something. What is your vision? What is your mission? I need to know your goal. I need to know your 3 years, your 5 years goal. Those questions must be answered for me to put something together, you understand, for you. And when I now put it together, you are the one that will now go and refine it. You understand? You will refine it. I will not be able to. So can you see, as a business owner, you must also put the work in place for you to get to that place that we are talking about. Because one thing you need to understand, okay, I'm going to be 50 soon. And I noticed that in our industry, so we are getting a lot of Generation Z. Very soon, Generation Alpha, we take over Generation Z. And one thing you need to understand, if you know that you want to still be in this industry in the next 20 years, the next 18 years, seriously, you must understand that you need to put several things in place, because it's not going to be business as usual any longer. Some of us do not understand that we have some people in the industry that they've been in business for 20 years, 30 years, and they are well-structured. That's why they are still in this business. One of my big mentors in this industry, you understand, he's been in the industry for 30 years. I have another person, 25 years. They've been in the industry, and they're still what? They are still the power-shaking people in the industry. And I noticed the reason they are still the power-shaking people is because they have their marketing strategy. Yeah, they have their capacity, they have their structure properly done. That is why they're still in business. So if you are thinking that you want to be in business in this era of Gen Z into Alpha, into the next generation, then please, you have to take everything I'll be speaking this evening, take it seriously. It will help you. So let me share this slide quickly. So we're going to be talking about overview today about cleaning and pest control business in Nigeria, understanding what marketing is, defining strategy, understanding what marketing strategy is. We're going to do some scenarios, some marketing scenarios. What are the global marketing strategies that you're using now? Because you can't say you're running a business and you're not looking globally, you're not looking at your environment. Then some effective marketing strategies in Nigeria. We're going to be looking at the future of cleaning and pest control in Nigeria. Then we're going to look at the challenges that we have. And of course, some areas of opportunities. And in cleaning and pest control, we talk about some trainings. Yeah. So quickly, let's just run into the overview. So overview. Now, market growth. The market growth that we have in the cleaning and the pest control in Nigeria, it has actually exhibited a strong growth, due to urbanization trend. So there's a trend happening, there is a lot of technology happening. If you go to the market, for example, I have a Peace B here. It's into laundry, and I know that it's into cleaning and pest control. Is in Warri, and I can tell you, if you go to the market in Warri, you'll be surprised. You will see all these elderly women. They have Android phones with them. So you'll be surprised to be like, oh my God. It simply means that, a lot of urbanization, a lot of improvement is happening now. The other day I went to the market and I was surprised. When I got to the market, I wanted to buy okra. The next thing was the person that was going to sell okra to me said, oh, I know this face. I was not like, I don't know you. I don't know where you met. He said, oh, yes, I saw you on TikTok. Can you imagine? TikTok. This is an okra woman. This woman is, I think she should be in her 60s. And she said she saw me on TikTok. Can you imagine a 60-year-old on TikTok? She now said, oh, I saw you were selling your market. I didn't even know that they clean. Also, now cleaning you they do. Madam, cleaning. And they come this market, they buy well. I said, are you kidding me? So it simply means a 60-year-old, in Nigeria, holding a what can actually afford to buy a data and is actually using an Android phone and could see me on TikTok. And, immediately I had to ask our social media people. I said, come, you guys, we need to do something on our TikTok very well. Because why? For someone to have seen me on TikTok, not just an okra woman, it simply means that's a very good one. The other day, another client actually called and said, oh, I actually saw you. I saw you guys, and I want to speak with the owner. I said, owner, you understand? Okay. The customer service called and said, sorry, man, there's someone I want to speak with you. When I spoke to the person, I don't know, but said, you know what? I'm actually calling you because I noticed that you are very, very good in what you're doing, and I want you to come and do the service for me. And that was just it. Because why? It simply means that things are improving. So there is growth in our industry. There is growth. But the only challenge is because we don't have metrics, we don't have statistics to be able to help us to measure it. But there is tremendous growth happening in the industry. Yeah. And there is an increase in demand. There is an increase in demand for our services. Not just in urban centers. It's actually developing also in the rural areas. It's developing. So we noticed that we're getting people that they were calling us from Ibadan, from Oyo, from Kogi, and I was really surprised. So it simply means that, yes, it's developing compared to 3-4 years ago. We don't usually get those kind of calls, So, and the trend also that we are seeing in the industry, another current trend that we're seeing also is eco-friendly solutions and technology integration is actually shaping service delivery in Nigerian markets. So, for example, a lot of clients, the reason why some of us, you understand that we are not getting what we want is because we are not marketing to give value. So people call and they will now be like, they will tell us, some people will call us and they will tell us that, you people, you are expensive. I don't know how many of us do get calls that you're expensive. How many of us do get calls that you're expensive?
A lot.
Can I?
Yes, that's a lot. Some will say you're too pricey.
Thank you. Should I tell you the truth? The word expensive and the word cheap, they are in the dictionary for a purpose. And nobody can remove them, you understand, at every point in time. So please be ready for cheap and be ready for what? For people to say you're expensive. If people do not tell you that you are cheap or you're expensive, then you have not started business. It is the value that you create. People do tell us that we're expensive. It simply means that they might not be our clients. So I will tell our customer service, they need to sell themselves to tell the clients the value they want to give. Okay, we might be expensive, but one thing we can promise you is a pristine environment, your home. And one thing we can actually, you can know is that we are going to be using products that are eco-friendly. Now, some of them might not want to buy into it. It doesn't mean, because the word cheap you always see people that will use the word cheap. You always see the people that will use the word expensive. And you always see people that will say, oh, those people, you know what? They give quality service. And that is what we want, quality service. So you as a business owner, you are the one that will determine what you want. Yeah? And you are the one that will now be able to create all those things. Because why? People will come to you and tell you that you're expensive. Expensive is relative. Expensive just simply means what the person cannot afford you. Like if you go to anywhere, for example, you want to go and buy Mercedes-Benz, or for example, you want to go and buy, you go to Dubai, and you said you are going to Dubai, you want to buy, what do you call it? You want to buy a house in Dubai. You will not see them. They don't even advertise their house for sale on the internet. Most of the houses in Dubai, because especially those expensive ones, they already know their market. They know the people that they want to sell to. They already know them. You know, you want to buy Mercedes-Benz. If you want to buy Mercedes-Benz, definitely, you know, so you must understand that everything that you're doing, sell your value. Some clients will tell you that you're expensive. Some will tell you that you are too cheap. You understand? Some clients they'll tell you that you are cheap. And some clients will tell you that you're expensive. So, and some clients will tell you that, you know what, you guys, you are expensive, but you know what, I'll go for your service. We have a lot of clients a lot of repeated clients that are coming to us. And you know what, the reason why they are coming back is because of the value that we are giving them. They are coming back because of what we're giving them. And that is what we want everybody to actually look out for you at every point in time. So please, when a client tells you that you are expensive, don't feel sad. Don't be unhappy. I'm just be like, I always tell my customer service, please don't be sad when they tell us that, oh, someone that you're expensive, you are doing this, you are doing that. I tell them that, don't worry. They are not our clients. If they are our clients, you understand, we will do what? We will make sure they will come back to us. And that's the truth. They will always come back to us. So when they tell you that you're expensive, give them a reason why you're not expensive. If they don't want to take that reason, don't worry. Your clients will come in, and that's the truth. Have that at the back of your mind, and that's the way you run your business. You know, if not, you will always be unhappy. Then when a client tells you that you're expensive, can you look into your pricing also? That's another thing. Look into your pricing. Okay, I'm having a lot of clients saying that we're expensive. Okay, what can we do? Where can I adjust? Is there anything? You know, because one thing you need to understand is because of the purchasing power that has dropped in Nigeria and the economy, a lot of purchasing power has actually dropped because of the economy. So you also need to look into your pricing as much as possible. So one of the marketing strategies that you need to look at also is actually your pricing, because pricing is also a marketing strategy in anything. It's a marketing strategy that you need to look at. Now, so another thing that you need to understand, that what is this marketing that we are talking about? So when we're talking about marketing, we simply means that bringing together, you understand, strategies to actually promote your business, you know, or your services that you're doing. So for example, I know that I have some people that are doing laundry, they are doing pest control, they are doing cleaning, they are doing interior decor on this call. You know, bringing all these things together to promote your services, you understand, is what is marketing, and targeting your customers. So most of us, we are not targeting our customers. Now, how do you target your customer? You look at your vision. If your vision is you want to be a global village, a global company, yeah? Now, how do you want to achieve this global company? Is your mission, how you want to get there? How do I want to get to this thing? Because that's the way you develop your marketing plan I'm talking to you about now. How do I want to get there? Because I want to now target some clients. What are the clients I want to target? So, for example, if you're in Ikorodu, for example, you're now saying that you want to start targeting people in Badag. How do you want to target them? Please, how? They will be expensive for you in cleaning. Or maybe now you're just starting, or you've been in business for 2, 5 years or 10 years, and you have not been able to even push 5 million in a year. And you're now saying that, okay, I want to be targeting people in Lagos. Madam, you have not even looked at the one in your worry. You don't do the one for worry. You never even do the one for worry. You run to Lagos. You want to target, you want your target customers. You want seats in Lagos. Now, if you now tell me that you want your target customers to be in Lagos, have you looked at logistics? How are you going to be able to get people there? You know, so there are several things attached to this thing why you're not meeting up with your targets. So when you're talking about marketing simply means that it encompasses strategies to promote services, target customers, and for you to enhance service visibility. Are you visible enough? Are you visible enough? So I'll give you a very good example. So this morning I went to the market. I wanted to go and buy fresh fish. So I said, okay, where am I going to buy this fresh fish? Now I have several markets in my area that I can go to, but there's a particular market that sells fresh fish. Yeah. And I said, oh, this is where I have to go to buy this fresh fish. Now I cannot go to the cold room down the road, because if I go to a cold room is not going to sell me fresh fish. Do you understand? I don't know, maybe do you understand that scenario? Do you know a cold room will not sell me? Who agree? A cold room will not sell me fresh fish. Who agree? Anybody on this call that agree that a cold room will not sell me fresh fish?
That's true. That's true. They'll sell stale fish because you always have to keep it inside the freezer.
So I was not like, okay, that simply means I need to go to what? I need to go to where they are going to be selling fresh fish. So it simply means that I need to go to a market that they are bringing the live fish straight from what? Straight from the river, because I wanted to eat live fish. Or I even go to the same, because in Lagos, there are some places that you can go to where they are actually, fishing, and you can buy from them. Now, the same thing with our cleaning services. We have Tenera, we have corporate cleaners, we have Ojanitor, we have Omi Clean, we have several companies like that. You understand? All of us here, peace be, all of us here, we have every one of us done and dusted. Now, all of us, we have targeted customers. We have customers that we are targeting. Now, if I want to buy that fresh fish, I will go to that place that I know that I want to buy that thing called fresh fish. So what I did was I went straight to get it at that. So that customer has targeted me, because that customer now knows that, that vendor knows that, let me make sure that, yes, I target people that can actually buy fresh fish. Some of us, where you have actually placed your business, might not even be visible enough for even customers to even see you. Some of us, if you are starting from home and you're working from home, and you now say you want to get clients, how are you getting your clients? How are you targeting it? Because I'm looking for what? So people are looking for cleaning services, down the streets. If they are looking for cleaning services in Ogba, are they going to call Tenera? If they are looking in Bini, if they are looking for Wari, you understand? We don't call corporate cleaners. You need to now look at how you can be able to target the people. Now, when you're now saying you're not doing your targeting at the same time, you now need to look at who are the people I want to target in there. I look at the area. I want to know that, yes, am I going to be visible enough? If you want to do internet visibility, you must understand how to be able to target the right audience when you are doing your social media campaign. And you must now also look at who are the people I'm actually selling to. Now, there was a time that we did an ad, and everybody, where would they see, when they come on that ad, they were what? They were, we noticed that they were room and parlor, room and parlor, room and parlor. How many people has that one happened to? If you're on this thing and you did an ad, and you notice as in, it was, it was a different kind of people that were coming on your ad page. You understand? I'm sure you'll be wondering what happened. And that was exactly, that happened to us one time. I had to call our marketing department. I said, there's a mistake somewhere. You guys, as in, what's happening? The people that are actually sending deals, you understand, their room and parlor. But our target for that particular ad was a room and parlor. So why is it that they're not, so can you see that we are looking into what? We are following up on every ad. And if you as a business owner, you don't follow up, your marketing team might not be able to follow up also. make sure you understand it so that when you want to just cross-check, you understand what is happening. You can call your marketing team immediately. I just have to call our head of social media. I just said there's a problem happening. People that are calling, that are sending messages to this particular ad, they are room and parlor, and they are not our target customers. They are not our target customer. Can you work on that? There's also a time that we're looking for people, and we saw people from Kenya sending us CVs. Can you imagine? You are looking for people in Nigeria, and we had a lot of Kenyans were sending us ads. I just had to call them and said, "Come, you guys have made mistake in your target market too. How come it's only Kenya people that are actually sending us CVs? We can't afford to bring expatriate for now. Very soon we will be taking people from other countries, but not now, and we have to stop it. So you need to look at your business, very well. How can I target? Who are the people I want to target? Do I want to target women? How many of us know that if you are doing residential cleaning, majority of people that get in touch with us, they are women? How many people agree with me? Any people agree with me that they are women? In cleaning, most people that get in touch with us, they are women. Who agrees? Anybody? If you are doing residential cleaning.
I agree.
People that
yes, ma'am. Yeah. Sometimes some guys too, but women majorly. Working class women.
Majorly women. If you are doing pest control, the people that usually get in touch, most people that usually get in touch, they are men. They are men. You're doing pest control.
Yes,
now,
true.
So you need to start thinking this way. That's the way you think when you want to plan your marketing plan. That, okay, that means if I'm going to have a target, if I'm doing my social media marketing, this is what I'm going to do. I'll target more of these people. I know that women, when they tell you that they have upper hand, they have upper hand. You understand? And we women, we can do anything. When it comes to laundry business also, the same thing, women, they are the ones that, please, let's take our clothes to laundry. They are the ones that know how to talk. So our business is a women. Women decide our business. They are the ones that they have the power in our business. So we must understand this, and you must work also with it. When you get men coming to meet us, before you know it, they'll just say yes. But when you get women, before they'll say, it's women that tell us that we're expensive. I'm telling you, it's the women that say that you're expensive because they're why you this expensive, and that's the truth. But when you get men, they just want quick, and that's it. Even some men, you will notice that when you even give some men price, they'll tell you that, okay, I'll get back to you. Let me ask my my wife. You understand? So plan your target market. Now, your target market also, are they premium people? How much can they afford? Where are they living? Are they living in the GRA? Are they living, where do you want to target? So, for example, you are telling me that you want to target Lekki in this time and era, and you are living in Ikorodu, you don't have a car, you don't have logistics. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Seriously, very tough. So you need to plan well. That's why I always say that start with your locality. Start with your locality. Now, enhancing customer engagement, effective way to what? You need to understand that when you are doing your marketing also, effective marketing foster customer relationship. When you are doing your marketing, your customers, we always say that don't make your customer like a family. But one thing you need to know is that you must have a relationship also with them. We have a particular client, we've been with them for 16 years. If I tell you that the reason why we are still with them is because of relationship, we have a good relationship with everybody. Everybody. Now, I had a meeting with, a couple of strong people in the industry some weeks ago. And when we're talking, I noticed that they've been with some of their customers for years. And one of the reasons why they've been able to do that is because they have a very enhancing and a very strong customer engagement. They have a good relationship also with their customers. Not that you are going to now turn them into like your best friend. Yeah, they can talk to your best friend later on, but have a good relationship with them. That even outside business, you guys also talk. They know that they can depend on you. when they need any other thing, you are the first person that they can actually speak with. And that is what you need to understand about what marketing. Marketing is not only on social media, all of us, you know, oh, we are dancing. It's not all about that, though. It's more than that. It's more of relationship, customer relationship. You ensure that, you know, you tailor your services to resonate with specific cleaning and pest control needs. What are the needs of these my target customers? Most of them that we go to do the cleaning for, if they don't have cockroaches, they have ants. If they don't have ants, they have rodents. So there is something we call general pest control. Your general pest control, you have a price for it, and that is, you have a price, you know. So when a client, most of clients that calls, if they tell you that they have problem of pests in their home in Nigeria, if it's not rodents, it will be ants. If it's not ants, it will be cockroach. If it's not cockroach, it will be mosquito. Before you even start thinking of millipedes, centipedes, you understand? Snake is just once in a while when it's getting to rainy season. Now that rainy season is coming, people are going to be posting, I have snake, I have snake, I have snake. You understand? That's the thing. You know, so you need to understand the market very well. Understand it so that you now start developing your marketing plan towards this. Now, competitive advantage. Strategic marketing differentiate businesses. It allows you to stand out in this country. So don't be master of everything. And you're not even, you know, you don't have a stronghold of anything. So some of us, some people, I now notice something, a trend in the industry. Everybody wants to do everything. And I'm like, it's a very wrong way to market. You are starting business now. You want to do everything. When we started, I didn't start full pest control. So we're doing just mosquito. That was the only thing we're doing. So some of us will just start business, you just start pest control. You don't even know how to control bed bug yet. You don't take bed bug. Why don't you just say, you know what? I want to master mosquito. I want to just say cockroach. I want them to know me for cockroach. So when we started, we're doing what? We're doing mosquito. And what was I doing? I was at the back and I was going to learn and read more about other pests because I wanted to go into it later on. I was not rushing. I was not saying because someone was doing it, me too, I'll go and do it. It's a wrong way of doing business, wrong way of marketing strategy. Because at the end of the day, you just notice that you're not even making money at all. That's why, because why? People say, hey, go and start selling equipment. It's true. Okay, me too, I'll start selling equipment. You pack. You go and take the small money that you have made again. You go and run it into equipment. And when you now run it into equipment, you will not have money to now run your cleaning services because your cleaning service also need money. So you don't understand, you know, that there's a strategy, there's a plan, you know, for everything. There's a plan and there's a time for everything. And that's the problem most of us actually have in the industry. And if we are not careful, a lot of people are going to drop out by the end of this year. It's not that we are cursing anybody, but because the reason is because you are not having a proper plan of your business, a proper marketing plan. When is the right time for me to move? There's a time for you to move. There's a time, if you look at the baby, there's a time that a baby moves to another stage. Your baby cannot rush to be a 15-year-old baby. It's not possible now. It's not. So you need to have a plan. My marketing plan, this is my marketing plan for this year, for this month. You understand? For this week, we need to pump it. Do you have a plan? Do you have a marketing plan that this is how much I want to make every day? How many of us have it? Let me have daily cleaning services. Do you have a plan how much you want to make every day? Daily, do you have how much you want to make? Do you have?
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
No plan yet. But monthly, yeah. Yearly,
Yes.
mostly yearly.
Yeah. But you don't have every day. How much you must make every day? Do you have a target?
No, ma. I don't have a
So you
target
need
yet.
Yeah, so you need to have it. How much do I want to make every day? Your marketing plan is not only monthly. How much do I want to make every day? How much do I want to make by 12 noon? I'm talking as a, I call our customer service and I'm telling them, you know what? We need to make this every day. If we have not made it this day, we have not done business at all. That's the way we operate, and they know. So you start running. Now be like, okay, I need to make this in a day. Because if you do per day, if you do monthly, you will get to that end of the month before you now start thinking that, hey, I didn't make the money. But when you're looking at your daily metrics, seriously, when I started looking at daily metrics, it makes a lot of sense to me. I don't look, so it simply means that, we didn't make any money today. Today we need to make this amount. We need to make 2 million today. How can we make that 2 million? Guys, let's move. That's the way you need to start planning your marketing. You cannot say that you are going to plan your marketing and you're now leaving it to the end of the month. Plan your marketing daily, your marketing plan. Because your marketing is all about, there's what we call the marketing, promotion, price, places, you understand? It's all about your pricing. And your pricing, you understand, determines your business. If your pricing is wrong, if your pricing is not right, if you don't plan, have a good marketing plan for your pricing, it simply means that you're not going to be making sales every day. It simply means you're going to be having problem paying salaries. That's why some of us will be like, I can't take people low. I can't pay salaries. Because the reason is you are not having a good marketing plan for you to have sales daily sales. And daily sales is key in our industry. Either you're doing pest control or you're doing cleaning services. You have to have daily sales. If you don't have daily sales, it's a big deal. I asked my team, the customer service, how far have you, as in, what did you make today? What's it? So they send me their report every day. Every day, they send their report. The HOD send their report every day. How much did you make per day? And I'm looking at it. I'm asking the BM, the branch manager, what is happening? Okay, you guys, what can we do? We are looking at our numbers. Those are part of your marketing plan. You are putting it. It's not only this social media some of us are doing. Because why? Your pricing is what's going to affect your social media. If you don't put all this thing in place, it will affect your social media sales. It won't. When I did a live today, I was saying that someone like us, as we put a lot of money in our internet, our social media ads. The kind of money we put on it, I'm like, oh my God, help me. And Clean and Tidy was like, you will see a mobile is always on your face like this. I just smiled. I said, yeah, that's part of what we want to do. We want to be on people's faces. That's the thing. We want to bombard this country, you understand? And, we're cleaning pest control services that they will have no choice. Because our business can improve this economy. And that's the truth. That's the way we start thinking. So when you're talking about that, okay, your strategy, a business strategy simply means an outline. You plan, or what you plan, or you aim at achieving specific organization goals. What are your strategy? What are the goals I want to do? Your marketing strategy, you're putting them together. How can people be able to see us? What are the things, you understand, I need to do that will make me to ensure that every day I make minimum of 200,000, 100,000. What can I do? This is what we are going to be talking about in a minute. Now, if for example, you are in Abeokuta, okay, you need to look at it. Who are the people? Who are my target customers in Abeokuta? Can they afford to do residential cleaning? Who are the people that can afford to do residential cleaning? So you now need to look for a way to target them. It's either you look at your traditional marketing. What do I mean by traditional marketing? You go to their door and drop what? Drop flyers. People say flyers don't work. It depends on the business that you're doing. People say, that some certain things as in, okay, if you go and knock on people's door, it does not work. It depends on where you are living. It depends where you are staying. Now, if you don't understand, traditional marketing is still working. And it's also still working in our own industry. It's still working. It might not be 100%, but at least I can generate some funds, you understand? some revenue from my traditional marketing. Because now in Nigeria, you need to understand the different kind of marketing, how you can make sure that all the streams of the different marketing streams, you are generating income from them because of the economy. You cannot look at only internet, your social media. You cannot look at only your websites. You cannot. You need to look at other marketing strategy. If you want to do the traditional one, why not? Why not? Don't let anything stop you, because you need to understand that in the business world that we are in now, things are changing, right? But at the same time, it might be in your estate because you have access into your estate. So if I have access to my estate, that means I have access to drop a flyer in people's houses. They'll just be wondering, who is even dropping flyer? You understand? You have access to knock and just like, oh, maybe sometime in the morning, this is some of them, oh, hello, ma'am. Okay, my name is Damilola. Oh, I'm into cleaning services. I just want to market my, my services to you. This is what I do for a living. And because they've been seeing you in that estate and they see the way you dress, they see the car that you are, let me tell you, they will call you. How many people are still doing traditional marketing, still do traditional marketing on this call? Do we have anybody that is still doing traditional marketing on this call?
I still do traditional marketing, no.
Well done. Yeah. Don't be afraid to do it. Don't be. It depends on where you are. Do traditional marketing, especially because of the time that we are in Nigeria. The time that we are in is a very tough time. Tough time. It's not all these people that you're seeing on the internet. Let me tell you the truth. It's not been easy. Now, true. I know they lie. I swear, I know they lie. I tell you the way it is. Business owners, I give it to everybody. I raise it. I'm telling you, we are doing well. It's not easy. Please, it is not easy. I know. I've been in business I don't think I've worked this hard. I'm telling you, I'm working hard. When I mean hard, I'm not going to lie. Because why? You have to be, as you're working hard, you're working smart at the same time, because a lot of things are happening in several sectors. Companies that don't owe before they are owing. People that don't owe before they are owing. So you cannot leave the traditional market scene. You cannot leave it. We can't. So we need to go back to it. Because I'm talking to myself. I remember when I started, I go to people's offices. They're not going, you go open door. I'm telling you, you go open door for me. It's true. I'm that hard when it comes to marketing. So I made up my mind that, you know what, I'm the chief marketer of my company. So I better go out now and start marketing back. Go and do traditional marketing back. I'm the chief marketer of my company. Even though I have several people on my payroll, I'm the chief marketer. So that no matter what, things must work well. It has to. So please, don't stop your traditional marketing for anything. I beg you at this time. If you know you have not been doing your traditional marketing, please go back to your traditional marketing. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Your estate, your church, let them know what you're doing. Don't be ashamed of what you're doing. Me, I'm not ashamed. I'm a cleaner. You should like, that's your problem. And I they kill rats, I they kill cockroach, I they kill bed bug. I tell everybody, referrals, that is what is really going to help you at this point in time. All this thing is what we need to look at every point in time. You need to look at it. Another thing that you need to also look at is you also need to understand that there are different approaches in this sector now. Like I told you, your traditional marketing, you want to go at, integrated approach, marketing strategy integrates diverse techniques, that you can actually look for a technique how you can be able to market to your clients. So I'll give you an example. You are doing pest control, for example, and you're now like, okay, I want to market some certain clients. You understand that have that have cockroaches. And I want to ensure that they must not have cockroach again. What kind of thing, what will I do? What am I going to do so that they don't have cockroaches again at every point in time? So you're now looking at, okay, let me now like do more of education. When I do education and I educate them, they will understand that, yes, they don't have to. And your education sometimes is not all about you're even going on the internet. Your WhatsApp, you might send it to clients, your client that have used your services before, and you're educating them. Yeah, those are what, there are some strategies that are very, very good. Sometimes our customer service, when they get in touch with clients and they want to have a problem, they send it to me. I will educate the clients. I will give them, you know, by the time I finish with them, they just tell me, okay, please come and do it, please, immediately. Yeah. And immediately they will sign up to our basic cleaning. They will sign up to our monthly, you know, pest control immediately. Because why? I have created education. I have been able to tell them. And you can only educate if you know what you are doing. If you don't know what you are doing, you can't educate. Because most of these clients also, they are well known. They understand all these things. Targeted techniques, employ tailored marketing techniques, enhancing relevance in outreach while addressing specific pest control challenges, like what I said. Your cockroach, you are looking at cockroaches, you are looking at bed bugs, you understand? And you want to solve specific things. You know, is it termites? You want to be doing termites. Follow your termite and follow it very well and know it. People come and meet you. Not that what all of us are doing. When they call you for everything, you go do it. They call you for everything, you go do it. And you don't even know it well. That's the reason why some of us, we are not getting, you know, that outcome that we want to do. The other day, someone actually called us and said, do we do medical fumigation? So now, medical fumigation, you know, you have to, so what they want to do is that they want to actually control a certain diseases, you know, in the ambulance. So inside the ambulance, I think there's someone that have a very rare disease. Now, I told them that we don't. I'm sure that if they call some of us, you will say that you do. Mr. Shofu, I don't know, maybe Shofu is on this call. He's very good in pest control, I believe. You understand? Someone called us and said they wanted, you know, someone called us and said they wanted to do medical fumigation. And in an ambulance, yeah. Now, we not started like, oh, no problem, we're going to do that. You understand? Now, you know, I'm sure some people just say that they can do it. But you know what? We have to ask a lot of questions. Okay, what kind of pest is in the ambulance? Is it that you want to control a specific outbreak in that ambulance? Maybe there's a particular thing. And when we ask the clients, by the time we asked the client was too impressed. Because why? The client said, you guys actually understand the business. Because that was what the client was looking for. The client said that there was an outbreak and they don't want that particular disease to spread. So they need to actually control immediately. Now, I now told him, I said, sorry, sir, we don't do, we don't render such services for now. And the client was impressed. And I said, you know what, we can help you to actually get some chemicals. If you send me some of the exact disease and everything. And the guy was just impressed. And that was it. Some of us now, if they ask you, Tenera, I know say you like money, you go tell me say you go do them, you go call a mobile. Tenera,
no,
are you on this?
Depends on, there are some things on a hand, but there are some things I don't disturb myself.
Don't disturb. Thank you. You have really given. I like that. Miss Ogashofu.
I like money, I will not lie.
Mr. Shofu, if someone call you, I don't know, maybe can you do medical ambulance control for spread of disease? Because you're a chemist, so maybe you can do it. Mr. Shofu. He's no more on the call. Hello, Shofu. Okay, he's not okay. He's just signing. So I don't know, you know, so always understand that when you can't do it, if you can't partner with someone that can do it, don't bother. You understand? And immediately the person told me, he said, because he has called several people And they told him that they could. I said, can you, that's how some people will die. You want to go and touch a disease that can spread, that can kill you. You understand the name of money? He said, because by the time that they come, and they come with that, they just come that, they come that, some of them will go with blue backpack. You want to go and kill without blue backpack. May God help you. You want to go and do that thing. You know, so always understand that one of the things, the reason why some of us are not making money is because we are taking some jobs that is not for us. Take jobs that are for you, that they are for you, that you know that, you know what, if I do this, I will make money and I'll do it well, I'll get referral. And they will know me for it. Yeah, because later there's something called outcome measurements, because your client will be what they will measure. Did you do it well? And they will always refer you. They will always refer you because it's reference that make it. Now let's look at a scenario. Now, if a cleaning business, let me share this particular one for us, because this is. Now, let's look at this scenario. Now, this hypothetical scenario, a cleaning business struggles with low visibility. You know, so now, for example, our company is telling us, oh, hi, A-Mobile, I'm struggling with low visibility, and it's actually resulting in customers are not engaging, there's no sales, you understand? And you're now wondering, what is the problem? What is the role of marketing? How can I be able, you know, to look into this? You know, what you need to create is you need to create an effective marketing strategy that can actually bring out what your visibility, your brand visibility, and that can attract potential customers. So if you are in Lagos, for example, and you are in Ogba, or maybe you are in Warri, you understand, and you're now saying that, you know what, there's no visibility. People are not seeing me. Why are they not seeing me? Now, you need to now sit down. Am I working from home? Okay, I'm working from home. People might not see me from home. So because why? Maybe you don't have any signboard outside for people to walk in. Now, some people are always saying that they don't have working customers in cleaning. Yes, so like us, it depends on your business and what you have done. We have working customers in our own business. So we have customers that do working. Now, but we have more customers that come from online. So does it mean that I'm not going to now have customers working? Why don't you have a stream of working customers? Don't you like money? If you don't like money, please give me some. Have a stream of working customers. So on your accounting, you have your working customers. You have customers, you understand that, from the internet, from your social media, your website, you have customers. You have revenue from different streams like that. That is the way you can be able to make sales, because the total amount is going to run into what's going to make your revenue in a month. So when some of us are now thinking that, I don't want people to see me outside, because the reason why I don't want to see me, because I don't want to pay for LASA. I always say that means you are thinking, the way you are thinking, you're not thinking like a business person. You know, because you need to plan. Where am I now? Okay, I can't pay LASA for now. But in the next 2 months, in the next 3 years, 2 years, I'll be able to afford LASA. So it simply means I'm going to now move my business so that people can see me. Now, if I do that, it simply means I won't have low visibility any longer. That can improve my working customers coming in. So I'll give you a very good example. So we wanted to get a store, you know, there was time we wanted to get a store, and when we wanted to get a store, you understand, wasn't ideal. And I was just telling my husband, I said, you know what, we can't take this place. If you take this place, it's not going to make sales. You understand? And that's the truth. That's the way you must work. Because don't forget, these people online, when they are going to look for your company, some online clients, they will go and look for your company. If they can't find you at all, they will think you're a scam. I'm sure you agree to that. They will think you're a scam. So understand where you're putting your business. It's very, very important. Understand this. Are you putting cleaning business where there's no residential? Madam, Oga, it's a wrong move. Look at Nigeria. Nigeria is not like America. It's not. You want to get an office, you go and get an office where, you understand, a lot of homes are not there. you're not going to be visible. The same thing, if you want to now be visible also on your Instagram page, your Facebook page, you understand? What are you doing to make it visible? You know, what are the ways you want to engage your customers? Are you having videos that are very, very educative? Are you making sure, are you educating them that they, no matter when they come on your page, they will understand that, these people, they know what they're doing. Sometimes I look at people's pages and I'm like, you know what? This is the reason why this person said that he's not making sales. This is the reason why some people say, oh, hey, Boba, you're a scam. Because the reason is the way you actually put even your page is even wrong. Some people, you are doing their page, and next thing you see them, they're wearing slippers. And I'm like, really? Things are changing. You can't do the business that way any longer. Because why? Customers want to make sure that people that they are coming to their homes, they are professionals. They are not just street people that are just coming to their homes. Even if you're in Warri, if you're in Benin, if you're in Kano, people are getting to know some certain things. So if you know that you are not having that, how can you now overcome this? You're leveraging on digital marketing channels. Can significantly increase your visibility challenges. So you can have it. So if you know that, oh, I'm not visible enough, let me tell you, your Google Ads, my business, go back and check. Is he actually doing well with it? Those are the things you need to start looking at. Now, some of us also will say, oh, so someone told me today, I said, oh, during the online, the live I did, and the person said, oh, the use of equipment, consumables, they're expensive now, blah, blah, blah. I said, yes, but you need to understand, if that is why, because your equipment is part of your marketing. The kind of your equipment will make your marketing to be very effective. How? Someone should ask me how. How will your equipment? Because if I go to a space and I tell you that I want to go and clean a space, and I carry, maybe I want to do a carpet cleaning, and I carry my industrial carpet cleaning machine with me, I'm going to be faster than you. Now, if the client is going to call, the client will call me back. The client will not call you because why? You are not getting the right equipment. Now, these equipment are expensive now. They are not more cheap. How can you be able to buy equipment that are not because of this now? So what we have done, you understand, if you know you want to sign up, what we have done in A-Mobile, so we have done a thing now that people actually, they pay bit by bit. So you want to pay bit by bit. So we have created a channel for that in our store, where you can actually pay bit by bit to get equipment, because equipment is not cheap any longer. And one thing people know us for is that we sell good equipment. That even we now do order, we order for you. And I will now advise you, don't buy this, buy this, don't buy this, buy this. Let me tell you, if I tell you to buy this, just know that I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. I've been in there before. It will do you good. It's over time. There's no point in you buying an equipment, you understand, that at the end of the day, you are going to be repairing every month. It will affect your marketing plan. Because why? Clients will now start saying that you come to their house, you understand, you are just showing those equipment, but you don't bring those equipment back. Consumables are expensive. Yes, they are. If you want to go into using public health, which most of us call odorless, they are not cheap. They are not cheap. They are expensive. You need to understand that if you're having that problem, it's part of your marketing. Because remember, I said your pricing, your places, your promotion, they are part of your marketing. So if your consumables are, if you know that your consumables are expensive, can you also look for where you can get good consumables that are not expensive? So I'm always saying this, if you're into cleaning, for example, a lot of us are still using very toxic chemicals. And toxic chemicals like O4, they are expensive now. They are very expensive. But what a lot of us do not understand is that a lot of clients they also know this thing called toxic chemicals now. And that is why some of them, they will not call. Even the ones in Warri, they don't know them. Then they know them because you want to be different. You want to create value. So look for the ones that are not expensive. That they are not expensive. So I always say that if you're cleaning, there are three major chemicals that you must have. Let me see if anybody can someone just tell me 3 major chemicals that they are important in this cleaning industry? These 3 major chemicals, you will use it in laundry, you will use it in car wash, you will use it in when you are doing your residential, your post-construction. Can someone tell me these 3 major type of cleaning chemicals? Can someone tell me, if you're on this call, which 3 major chemicals do you think is essential? 3 major chemicals. Can someone give the trial, please? Anybody?
Okay, so let me try.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Acid cleaner, your
Yeah.
neutral cleaner,
Yeah.
and maybe your degreaser.
Yeah. Yes. So your degreaser is a general, is generic, but the 3 ones you did well. Thank you, corporate cleaner. I love that. You did very well. But the 3 main cleaners that you will always use in all this industry, you will use your neutral cleaner. You will use your alkaline cleaners, because your degreaser is an alkaline. Your degreaser is an alkaline. Now, you will use your abrasive cleaner. You see these 3 things. You will use it when you are doing your basic cleaning, your residential cleaning, your post-construction. When you are doing laundry, you will need it. When you are doing your upholstery cleaning, you will need it. You understand? So I always say something. Buy those kind of products. So for example, if you are doing a post-construction and you are doing a residential, your degreaser is very important to you. You cannot afford not to have a degreaser in your kits. Your neutral cleaner is very important because your degreaser, you will use your degreaser when you want to do your floor. You will use it in the kitchen, inside of the toilet. You use it, versatile. When you're looking at your neutral cleaner use it to wipe down everywhere. Everywhere. You use it to wipe on everywhere as much as possible. So you need to understand, if you're buying a degreaser now is 6,000 for 5 liters. 5 liters. And it's an alkaline. It removes stains. The challenge is that a lot of us were not patient. You cannot do this job and you're not patient. So if your team, they're not patient. If you have a team that they're always telling you that, use this thing, that'll be very fast. Be careful. One day you will spoil someone's property. That's the truth. You will spoil someone's property. They are part of the reason why you are not making funds. You're not making enough funds. They're part of the reason why those your 1 million is deducting every month. Because why? You will use the wrong chemical this month. By the time you look at your accounts, you have used everything, you understand, to pay for people's idiocracy. And that's the truth. Plan yourself as much as possible. All these things are things that are very, very, very key in our industry. And you cannot, and I mean, you cannot say that you are not. Now, there are some global trends all of us need to understand. There is what we call AI, artificial intelligence. Now, you can use your AI also to drive a lot of things. Either you're using your AI to drive, so someone like us now, we want to now start using AI to drive our social media marketing. So you use AI to drive your campaigns. Use it. If you know that you don't know how to use it, get people that will use it for you. Now, if you know that you're just starting, I don't have the money to do it, please start with what you have. But there are some trends that is really helping me in 2025. AI is helping us a lot. AI is something that you cannot neglect in this industry at this time. You cannot try it. Now, in pest control also, there are some chemicals that you cannot afford not to have. You can't. So you need to have more of a broad spectrum chemical. Chemicals that are broad spectrum. What do I mean by that? Chemicals that they can actually cover, you know, like they will do cockroach, they will do ants, okay? Now, it depends on the type of ants, okay? Now, they will also do centipedes, they will do millipedes, you know, so, and also they will do mosquitoes. You know, so you need to understand that they are generic. So you need to look for chemicals that they have a broad spectrum. And when you do that, it's going to reduce your cost. So it simply means that you are going to make more money. These are some strategies you need to understand in pest control and cleaning. Because some of us are saying that, oh, chemicals are expensive. Yeah, they are, but you need to know how to use it properly. Now, the future in pest control and cleaning is really compounding every year. And there is a demand for it. There's a big demand. But you need to understand that you need to now start adopting technology, use of proper friendly packages. What kind of package are you going to give your customers? And when it comes also to service delivery, how to ensure that you are actually giving very good service delivery also is very, very important. And there are some challenges also that we're experiencing in the industry. Regulatory challenges is one of the problems we have in the industry. Because there is no, we don't have very strong body that is actually regulating us. And that is really, really one of the things that is actually hindering operational flexibility and is actually complicating the industry. And we can only pray and can only hope, and all of us can be a voice so that even the regulatory bodies, they can start, you know, answering and listening to us. And there is one of the challenges that we are having also, that there is an intense competition. The market is actually experiencing a fierce competition like never before. I won't lie. The competition is high, making it difficult for businesses to maintain profitability and customer loyalty. But the only thing that will help us at this time is when you sit down, you actually put your market strategy properly. You look at your target customers, like I told you. You look at your locality. You look at your equipment that you are using. You look at your products that you are using. Are they too expensive? Okay, am I using a lot of money to repair my equipment every month? Yeah. Another thing is public awareness issue. There's a low public awareness regarding pest prevention. You understand? A lot of people, there's a low public awareness. So when you're telling people that, oh, sorry, we need to come for 2 controls. I don't know how many of you understand that there are some pests that is actually 2 controls that you need to do. How many of us go for 2 controls in our pest control? Which pest do you think we usually have 2 controls that we usually do 2 controls for? Anyone?
Bed bug, ma.
Bed bug, yeah, bed bug, yeah.
But the challenge is that a lot of clients don't really want to pay for those 2 controls, though I try as much as possible to let them understand that that's the right thing to do. But you know, clients and money, and they will tell you, it's too expensive. But I know bed bug is too, and I try as much as possible to make sure that I go for the 2 controls.
Now, sometimes also, not all bed bugs might require 2 controls. But what I've noticed in Nigeria is that they will not call you until that bed bug, you don't enter their house, you don't plenty, they will not call you.
Very true.
That's what I've majority of clients. So let's say they call us immediately. We don't have to do 2 controls. But sometimes, you know, when we want to do 1 control, you know, for the client, you understand? The point is, the reason why we are saying 2 controls is because so that the clients, in case if they bring it in again, you won't have to charge them again. At least you have already charged them once. You understand? And so those are the things that you need to understand. You need to understand as much as possible that for you to have a good marketing strategy is not, what I'm trying to say is that your marketing strategy is not only about your social media. It's not only about your websites. Your marketing strategy also is about where you are. Where is your office? Is it in the house? Yeah, that is what we call place. Okay, promotion. What kind of promotion do I want to give? my clients. You understand? Okay, where are my people? The place, where are these my target customers? Where are they? Are they if you're in Abeokuta, for example, you need to look at your area. Are you having more manufacturing companies coming up? For example, if you're in Warri, corporate cleaners, are you in Warri?
Yes, ma'am, in Warri, ma.
Thank you. You're in Warri. So you
Yes,
need to start
ma'am.
looking out. Because why? Your janitorial, if you want to start janitorial, your janitorial is with numbers. So you need to start looking at Warri. Are we having a lot of manufacturing companies coming to this area? Because why? It simply means that that's a very good way for you to have janitorial. Because your janitorial is all about numbers. It's all about numbers. The reason why a lot of us don't understand that's why, you must understand as much as possible that you cannot stop. You cannot stop that I've arrived. I know it all. If you're saying that you know it all, let me tell you, you will not know anything. You will not know anything. And that is why I always say this to everybody. When you get free training, go for it. When you get paid training and you can afford it, go for it. If it's 5,000, you can afford, go for it. You will always learn. Your marketing strategy is not, and I repeat, is not only about your internet that, let me dance very well. No. Please start even with your traditional marketing. Because if that is what you can afford for now, don't kill yourself. But you can make that 1 million if you start your traditional marketing. You can make it. It's a matter of you sitting down. A lot of us are not sitting down to map out our business properly. So in conclusion, what we're saying is that you need to understand that all these things, you don't learn it in one day. You learn it by what? By gaining a lot of training by yourself. You train, personal training, reading, understanding how you can develop your business, the metrics, you understand? Remember, I said from the beginning, your marketing is all about my target customers. I need to look at my target. Who are the people I want to target? It will increase my revenue. I need to look at where is my business. If my business is on the internet, if it's on the website, if I'm doing if I have a location, how can I make sure that all these streams, they are bringing me sales every day? It's not every month. That is your marketing plan. A lot of us are using marketing plan, and you're thinking that your marketing plan is all about you having your social media. It's not only your social media that's going to generate that money for you. You understand? You need to understand that ongoing training is important. It's very important. Consistent training, so that you can empower, it will empower you. And you also ensure that you are relevant in the cleaning and the pest control. Are you relevant? Do they even know who you are? Regular, skills and regular training programs. You don't have to go for cleaning only. So that's why people now said as in, no matter what, because I noticed that a lot of us, so every training that we do at A-Mobile, what we do is I try to see the last cohort, what they did, and I'm like, this is what they need. You understand? This is the problem because there's a new problem every month in this industry. Because why? I'm good with metrics, I'm good in actually seeing it. So, because I made up my mind, is what I do. And one of the problems that we are seeing that's happening is a lot of us don't understand the business of cleaning. There is a business of cleaning, there's a business of pest control. There is a technical business of it. There is a business of the business to it that will make you money. There's no point in you knowing the technical and you don't understand the business management of what? Of cleaning, of pest control. And that is very, very important because training is going to allow your business to be able to adapt. So you'll be able to adapt and you'll be able to maintain competitiveness, in the market as much as possible. That's possible. So I'm just going to allow some questions now before we quickly wrap up. Any question?
Hello, ma. Good evening, ma. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, I have been partially following the class based on mommy duty and everything, but at least I'm following. I know I also see the record. I've been having The recent challenges I've been having recently is I'm trying to see how I think my overhead cost is. I don't know if it's in line with this, but that's the recent challenge. I just checked my bank statements, I think some 2 days ago, and I'm seeing from October to April, I'm seeing 9 million plus, and I'm asking myself, where did the 9 million enter? Where did the 9 million enter? So I've been trying to see how I can manage my overhead costs because I'm thinking that it's not like sometimes it's like I'm not working, but other times when I see what the accounts are saying and I'm seeing a lot and I'm asking where it is going. So I don't know. I don't know how I've been trying to see how I can manage this, but so far so good. I've not been able to get a proper hang of it. So
So I think one of the
it's
problems that you have, I understand what you're saying. So now, sometimes, let me tell you, one thing this economy is doing is that this economy is in and out, in and out. You make money now, before you know it is out. You understand? And you're like, where did this money go to? Because the economy is so expensive, everything is expensive. So in and out is really happening. But another challenge that you actually have is you need to now understand how to properly have a record, a proper record. What do I mean by a record? So you need to have a proper bookkeeping. So one of the challenges that I think you have is you have to have a good understanding of your bookkeeping system. So that by the time you have a good, proper bookkeeping system, so what you are buying, you put yourself on the salary. It's not like me, I have a salary for myself, my husband has salary, all of us, so we have salaries. And what we now do is that we make sure that we pay ourselves salaries every month now. So we take our salaries. So our salaries for yourself. Anytime money is actually coming in, this money is going in here. Okay, this is it. Make sure you are actually having a proper record. So I think now the stage you are in now is you need to now scale to a proper bookkeeping, how to have a proper bookkeeping record. And another thing, you can actually look for the free version for now. So you can do, I think Zoho has a free version of bookkeeping, even though it's not so detailed. But you can do Zoho so that you can get the training on YouTube also. And so you start putting, so that you are recording it that way and start monitoring it daily. Don't monitor it monthly so that you will know, oh, this is what I did. Oh, I need to correct it. Oh, so that I don't spend this. This is, so monitor daily. Don't monitor monthly. The era we are in now in Nigeria is the daily monitoring. We are not in a monitoring of monthly any longer. Do a daily, especially in this industry. Yeah, in this industry, do a daily monitoring. So when you do your daily, so you don't know that okay, so that I won't make the same mistake tomorrow. Let me correct it. So that's what your bookkeeping actually helps you with. Then it start making you to understand your numbers. So you start looking at those numbers that it's a lie. So why am I even bothering myself doing upholstery? So this upholstery, they will give me money safe. And I think if they give me money, immediately you will be bothered about it. You now start putting your strengths, you understand? You now start putting your strengths, you understand, in what? In that line. Start putting your strengths in it. And so, like I said, Zoho is interesting. You can get also on YouTube on how to get trained on it. Even on the Zoho side, they will teach you how to train on it. And QuickBooks also is very, very good. I think we have on our page, Mobile Group Academy, we have something on bookkeeping. We have a recorded bookkeeping. I think it's for 10,000 naira. So 10,000 on bookkeeping, and where you actually take you through the different bookkeeping. So when you finish studying it, you can actually ask questions also, from our accountants, that actually took that, and that's so where you are now is getting a proper bookkeeping. This system is all about now. So that's just it. Any question?
Thank you, Ma.
Yeah, Shofutu said Zoho is perfect. Very good. Zoho is very good. And Zoho has a lot of features. So some of us also that wants to do FSM, that's as in we want to start, if you have customer service, so we will use Zoho now, so we have the FSM that when people go on site, when our team goes on site, it's going to let them know, they'll do the record. You can use Zoho also for your Zoho people for your HR, So Zoho is very, very good, very good. It's a very good package, actually. Yeah. Yeah, your regular Excel is good if you're good with Excel. Not everybody is good with Excel. So Anna is saying that Excel is very good if you're good with Excel. But Excel is a long thing. You want something that's actually nowadays, remember I said that nowadays people are moving. So Excel, you now be going Excel will be taking you back. Go on, so use software that will make you move faster. we are in the AI world now. So use softwares. Tenera, use softwares. It's very good. Any question again? Any question? So I want to believe we don't have any. Yes.
Hello, Coach.
Yes, please be. I can hear you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, how are you doing today? How's worry?
I'm fine, ma'am. Fine. Please, I want to ask, during when you started, you made mention of clients usually say that we are expensive. We are giving you job, you are expensive. And oftentimes, I usually used to have this issue of pricing or giving quotes. Is it that there is a price range in our area of job, like the upholstery or the cleaning, deep cleaning or basic cleaning? Because sometimes when you send quotes and they will say you're expensive, your quote is high, it's too much, and so on. And maybe sometimes you try to consider in order to keep that client. But at the end of the day, sometimes they want to, use somebody else, and it's as if maybe yours is too high. Or even if you try to reduce it, it's as if maybe you are too cheap. So I don't know if there is a price range. I know that we are dealing on marketing, but when you make mention of that,
marketing, like I said, marketing is part of your pricing. Don't forget, marketing. Okay. So under marketing, I know you are registered for our next training next month. You are coming to Lagos, I know. So you're going to be taught about the difference. So we are bringing someone that's actually taking us on marketing properly. So marketing is all about your price, your promotion, your place. Like I said, before. Now, your marketing is also your pricing. Because if your pricing is wrong, you won't get clients. Now, clients will tell you you're expensive, you're blah, blah, blah. Remember that all our overheads cannot be the same. So before you start reducing your price, make sure that it has actually covered your overheads as much as possible. Another thing is you need to understand your environment. Now, there's what we call cold calling. What do I mean? We can actually call. There's no harm in calling people. People call us. A lot of cleaning companies, they call us to know our price. I always smile because we've been in the business for long, so we know them. So when you call, we just know that you are doing cold calling. So we just smile like, oh, this is a cold calling. You understand? And of course, we'll give you our price. You understand? So we'll give you our price. There are sometimes that when we give price, people will even give the price the same way that they will do copy and paste. Some people are just, I don't know, they'll do copy and paste the way we put our price into client. That's the way you go and give someone also, and you don't even try to adjust this. Do cold calling so that you can be able to know the pricing, in your vicinity, in your locality. The reason why you want to do that also is because you just want to make sure that either you're not too pricey or you're not too low. But be careful. Some of us will do it and we do it very annoying. Seriously. Some people will call you and next thing, oh, what do you mean? You guys are even the one. You're into cleaning, you're even abusing me again, You're abusing that cleaning company. You're doing cold calling as much as possible. So you can know the price, range around the area. But don't forget, your price is all about you. I say something. Believe your price, you understand, and you will what? And you will win. Some of us, we don't even believe ourselves. I always tell our customer service, when we do our price, and I said, can you believe the price? Believe the price first also, that this price will move. Some of us just like, hey, if I give them, it will be too expensive. Oh, you're even giving yourself, hypertension before it even comes. So when it comes to that pricing is relative. Look at how much you understand, how much is your own profit that you want and your vicinity that you are in. So I'll give you an example now, a very good example. In Lagos, for example, a 3-bedroom in Nogba, for a deep cleaning, you understand, it's going between 80 to 100,000. That's the average. Some people do 120. Some people do 150. So it depends. 80 to 1, that's how much it is. So that's the price range. You understand that you can get cleaning services in Ogba, for a deep cleaning, for example. So if you are looking for a basic cleaning, you'll be looking like between 10,000, you understand, to like 15,000 naira, you understand, for a basic cleaning. Now, why are we saying all this? Can you imagine if we have like a baseline that all of us can work with? It simply means we won't be too expensive. Clients will see us expensive, and we can, so it makes sense. But unfortunately, we don't have that strong industry yet. But because
Hey,
I've
that's
been in
what
the
I want
business,
to say, Mama. Before we forget, that's what I
yes,
want to say. Especially this our worry here, Mama. This our worry here. I'm sorry I'm taking this, but let me just give a short analysis. Now, there's this job
yes,
I've been bidding for a while now, since January. I actually went for the job inspection and all. I gave the client, it's a 5-bedroom duplex, a post-construction, but it's a very big apartment and a big queue in the house, then with an exterior pressure washing. So I billed the client 750 when I looked at everything, and she was like, she's actually an interior decor that contracted a cleaner. So I billed her 750. They were like, it's too much, it's too much. The other cleaner have taken 500. So I followed up, and just because I really wanted to have that job, I finally agreed to the 500. But then I went to the site again and I went through everything, and I told myself, corporate cleaners, you are bigger than this job that you want. You have a lot of work to do on this site. You cannot take that amount. But the reason why I'm saying is that in our worry here, that cold calling will not really work, because we are having cleaners that are just springing up, that don't really know what they are doing. They are doing it for cheaper amounts. I've gotten a client that called me and said I'm a thief. He called a fellow cleaner that I even know. The reason why I'm even skeptical to even bring her here is because of the attitude. I know her.
so now,
A job that I
sorry
quoted
for
for
cutting you off.
400.
I understand what you're saying. Cold calling will work. Now, you call people of like-minded. Go on the internet. So if I'm going to call now, Peace B is in Warri, corporate cleaner is in Warri, I'll call Peace B. Peace B will call corporate cleaners. I'm not going to go and call the cheap ones. So if I want to call, those are the people I'm going to call. I'm not going to call the ones that I know that know. The people I know that, yes, I'm targeting. Who are the people you're looking up to in Warri? Those you have someone you're looking up to? Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? Those are the people you want to do cold calling. You're not going to go and do cold calling with someone where they streets. What's all that? No. Who are the people you're looking up to?
My people will understand me. Stuff you worry here.
They're not getting that talk. They're not getting it. They are still not getting it.
I know jobs that I decline like on a regular because of this. They
It
are not
the same thing in Lagos. The same thing in Lagos. I'm telling you. Ada Eze, ask her. You can ask the Ray Cleaning is here. The same problem we have in Lagos.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Same problem. It's the same problem. There's no new problem. But the reason is one of the things, but that's not the main reason. It's not, the cold calling is not, that's not what you're going to be doing. You understand? To get your price. Your pricing is your own pricing. Okay. That's why I told you that your pricing, ensure that you have done your own pricing structure. Don't go and price, you understand, because someone gave 300, you should go and say, I'll do 200. You should bump down. Understand, the job, start building yourself. Build your brand in such a way that when you tell them that, you know what, when we started up, like I'll give you an example of pest control. When we don't use agro. We don't use agro at all in our business, in our pest control. We use all public odorless, and that's what we use. Now, I have some of people in the industry that said that they are sorry. We cannot make it, that we are not getting. I don't argue. Because when we started this business also, people were telling us that, there's no way you can do cleaning without using some things. Now, look at where we are today. So, never think you can't. It's a mindset. Our mindset in this industry in Nigeria is everything. Your mindset is your mindset that will take you to where you are going to. If your mindset is low, your mindset is low. Forget it. That is it. Let your mindset be, you know what? Create your own brand. We use all this thing, and people tell us, no, we don't. And I'm proud to say it. and we stand by it. We don't use anything. You can call any of my team. I do a lot of as in collaboration with some people on this call. They know we don't. We use strictly public health. And we are doing a lot of education. It's taking us a lot of time. I'm telling you that, because to be able to educate people to understand it is not easy. It's not. But we are getting there bit by bit, because now, conveniently, when we tell people, okay, you want to do your bed bug, minimum of our bed bug, want to do 100,000. Shofu, I'm going to call you in a minute. 100,000, they accept. They accept. It wasn't easy. When we tell you that, okay, we are doing this thing, we want to do pest control, we are taking 300,000. You understand? Now they are getting it. It wasn't easy to get there. That is the reason why some of us, we are not understanding this marketing thing. I think Ray Cleaning Services is a this thing. Ray knows. I'm going to say, and Ray is now, you can't tell Ray. You know, you can't tell Ray that it's not possible. Ray will tell you that it's possible. All those days, I think it's not possible. It's not possible. So look at where you want to start, and you work with it. That's just it.
Okay.
Let's hear finally. Shofu, can we hear you so we can call it again?
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone. Please confirm if you can hear me.
We can hear you perfectly. Thank you.
Okay, good. Because my network was really fluctuating. So I'll first start with what the madam from Warri said about the fact that there is no market in Warri. I'm going to put it to everyone that before you make a decision about your brand, one thing is very important. It is data. If you go to Google, just simple as Google Ads, check out locations. You see that there are some certain locations that they are having about 6,500, let's say about 650,000 people in that location compared to Lagos. Lagos has a high number of people. There are some states in Nigeria that the number of people, the population on Google Ads alone is like literally very, very low compared to even another state. So in those kind of states, so if you're trying to set up a brand in those kind of states and you're targeting people online with that kind of data, imagine in Lagos now, you're seeing over 1 million people. And inside Lagos, if you target just Oshodi area, just like my system is not here, I'll show you all these things. If you target Oshodi alone, Oshodi will give you that 6,500 that you can actually get in total of Warri. So now imagine that difference. So it means that if you're going to be targeting a city like that, you have to look into another path. Is either you are not setting up in that kind of location, or you find a preferable location for you. So number one, before you make a decision about your location, you need to actually check data and the population of people that are using internet in that place, because the best way to attract audience for service businesses generally, the number one thing is that there are about 15 marketing models that I created. Right? Social media is just one of it. And again, it's important to note that with social media, you cannot build a sustainable brand with social media. I'm going to explain this. So now, when you talk about sustainable brand, a brand that people would, just the name alone, they can know, like Indomie, for instance. Indomie, you will not see Indomie run, or you will not see some of these brands run social media ads. You won't see Red Bull run social media ads. They would rather invest in physical events. They would rather go for sponsorship. That's part of marketing model. Sponsoring events, looking out for events that you can actually work with, installing billboards. That's why you said traditional marketing. You can't go wrong with it. So it's literally important to combine both of them. So if you're thinking, now it also depends on what you want to build and what you intend to build in the next future, or in the next what do you want to see about your brand. So if you are building a company, or you're building a service that, okay, I just want to make some cool cash, then you can invest on social media ads. And now, for why I said you can't build a brand on social media is that, for instance, when you run an ad right now, in fact, some of these ads, I've literally noticed that for us, last year, we invested over like close to $1 million on ads combined for like the whole year. So scatter. Sometimes we do 100K in a month, 115 in a month. So I'm literally very, very big social media. But it's not that at the end of it all, we are using like 1 million naira to generate about 1.1 or 1.2, right? So the ROI on social media ads is not really that much, because you have a lot of prospects with little people that would convert into clients. Some of them can convert later on and escalate to the next year. But this is the thing: the moments they screw when the ads when it pops up on their phone, they see your contact and they get in touch with you. Some of them make a decision to buy from me at that point. Some of them don't make a decision to buy from me at that point. But if they cannot remember your name, forget it, you've lost the client already. So you must be able to create a retention time in your marketing model. That's why I said marketing model is about 15. So when you generate contact on social media, you'll be able to create a retention model. And that retention model is such a way that immediately when they get in touch with you, how do you keep their data intact? Their information, their contact details. Even social media, how do you get their social media handles and maintain it? Your customer service unit, are they really active? There are a lot of things that has to do with marketing. People just put so much effort on social media and just leave it and say, I invest 5K and I'm not seeing results. There are some things that need to be done. There are some models that you need to actually put in place. So expanding your team also is literally important. Customer service goes beyond just responding to requests. What about requests that in my own team, we have somebody that is responsible for unbooked clients. I formed that name myself. I don't know if it's in dictionary, but like we put it as booked clients and unbooked clients. So for unbooked clients, you are responsible for that part. As of today, I saw the report of the person, and the person did not even give me numbers. And tomorrow, like this, I'm literally going to I already have like a lot of response. Why didn't you give me numbers of people that we got? How many people have you called this week? What are they saying? Why are they not making decisions? So that would help us understand what to do this next week. So there are a lot of things that are literally involved in marketing. So if you want to create a reputable brand, you have to understand that number one, what are the things that you're putting involved in your branding? How did they perceive you online? How did they perceive you physically? How are you creating emails, your email marketing channels, email marketing campaigns? It goes a long way. So for instance, I'll use this brand, for instance. I usually, like my team, even I use Fastest Cakes, for instance. If you go to Fastest Cake website for it, just for a test run, you can go there. There is a chat bot that will come up, Susan. She would respond to you within 2, 3, 5 seconds. Typically 5 seconds. They reach out to you and they respond.
Yeah.
Now, when they respond to you, if you don't make a decision at that point, they will call you straight up. They will call you immediately. We have seen that you are trying to book a cake, but you've not done this. Is there any problem? Are you having issues with your bank details? Let's send you an account number to do all these kind of things. Those are strategies that are involved in marketing, so that you're not just pumping money online and the money is just going out. Because I think, for instance, when you run ads now, they see your brand and they forget about it. They forget about the name because they just saw the ad. But when they now need your service, when they are trying to now make a decision and they need your service towards this Easter period now, people want to book service. They've forgotten that they've seen your ad, whereas your ad has stopped. Now, how do they now remember your name? You are only just, what you're doing is you're creating marketing, you're marketing for other brands, because you just go to Instagram and search for fumigation. It's SB Fumigation that will come forward. That will come first. So what you're just doing is you're creating another marketing for other brands. So, and again, you can't just keep running ads all the time, right? So you need to ensure that you keep a brand that people can resonate with, a brand that people can usually get involved with. You also involve traditional marketing, billboards. Right now, we're actually even install billboards. So traditional marketing, social media marketing is literally important if you want to create a sustainable brand. Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Just nailed it. Just nailed it.
Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
A
you.
lot in few minutes. Thank you.
Thank you so
Just nailed
much.
it. So you just need traditional marketing, like I said, he just nailed it for us. You understand? Traditional marketing, social media. Remember, you can't use only social media to grow this business. And that's what a lot of us, that we're doing. And we're not like, this person is always posting their book. You can't use it to grow that brand that you want. You understand? You can. Let's go back to this traditional marketing. You understand? Because of what? The economy is even one of the things I even saw was the economy. I just said, this traditional marketing is very, very, very key. And it's very important at this stage that we must do. And of course, so we're going to be rounding up in a minute. And so I'm going to so we have a training coming up, and next month it's coming up. It's an executive training. People have been calling us, it's executive, it's expensive. I said, don't worry, it's a name. Just like the name expensive and cheap is just a name. It's just a name. So, and the reason why we are taking it to where we're doing it is because we want to change the mindset of even our clients. So we want them to start. So a particular client actually called and said, you know what? You mean you want to go and do cleaning training in Radisson Hotel? I said, yes, Radisson Hotel. He said, man, you have created something different. And I told him, I said, you know, that's not the first time. That my first training was actually in a hotel. Now said, you always want to, yes, I said, so we set the pace. And the reason is we just want to change the mindset. We want to create, you know, that mindset that we are different. And so that people, when they tell people that, yes, I went to training in this and that, I'm like, you know how much they use in that place? You must have paid a lot of money to do that training. Yes. So they will know the worth of your training, you know, the worth. And this time around, so we are having LASEPA coming, we are having aircon experts coming. We have an international guest also coming on board that we're going to unveil soon. We have more people, you know, so we have people from Lagos Business School. They are coming, you know, to take us on marketing. We're having also someone also coming to take us on AI in how to use AI in the cleaning and the pest control industry. Someone is coming also to actually take us on that. How to also leverage to increase your sales. We're going to be having tax. We're going to be having the business of cleaning. So you want to start, you want to scale. We're going to be speaking about the different processes, how to ensure that you scale, how to ensure that you want to start all over again. Now, we are going to be doing a big one on janitorial. I know a lot of us do not even know there's something called janitorial also in pest control. We're going to open that, which a lot of us do not understand. There is something about it also that we're going to be discussing in pest control. It's new, you understand, in the industry, and a lot of people do not know how to tap into this. So we're going to be discussing about that. We are discussing about janitorial also in cleaning. If you know, so we are bringing someone on board that is actually has thousands of staff in janitorial, and the person is bringing wealth of experience in this. Now we have online, so we have made accommodation for everybody. If you know you're online, we have something for you. If you know you are you don't want to come online, you want to like stay where you are and you want to, don't worry, we have something for you. And it's actually the cheapest training you can actually get in the industry with this kind of thing. And guess what? We are having laundry. So 3 business in one. One thing about A Mobile Group Academy is that we are not just an academy just for cleaning pest control. We do a lot of business management in other industries. So we are a robust training institute when it comes to vocational training also. So we are bringing also someone to come and take us in laundry. So if you know you want to start a laundry business or you want to scale your laundry business, we are bringing my mentor in the industry. We're bringing Mr. Enito Adebayo, the Chief Executive Officer of CleanAce, with over 30 years experience in the industry. And he has one of the biggest, I think the second largest in Nigeria when it comes to the factory. And we are going to be having the practicals. So we are going to have cleaning practicals, pest control practicals in a massive, in his massive industry factory. So you can't, this particular training, if you have come to the academy before, don't say you are not going to come. Seriously, if you don't want to miss it, don't say you're not going to come, because this is going to be a mega training. Mega training. We're going to be having also Pest Prof. We're having Mrs. Obiora. We're having LASEPA. We're having people from the Ministry of Environment. We're having also from Aircon. So it's power packed. When I mean power packed, you don't want to miss it. And for 100,000, you can actually get some of this. So it starts from 100,000. So a lot of people are thinking, oh, it starts from 350. No, it's not starting from 350,000 as some of us actually do. We have made it so affordable for everybody to join this training. And we have also made available for you to pay bits by bits also. So thank you so much. And I hope this training was worth it and worth your time this evening. And we actually took a lot of time. So was it worth it? So we can call it a day.
It was worth it though, mobile. It was worth
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Thank you
Mama,
for
it
staying
was
with
worth
us.
it.
It's
Thank you
always
so
worth
much,
it,
ma.
though.
Thank
It
you.
Always.
was worth it.
This
Thank you.
was
So it's not only
very
for, it's not, the trade is not 350K. It's 350K if you want to do the cleaning, the pest control, and if you want to do I think if you added laundry is another price or so. So if you added laundry, you get discount. So if you are, so it's 3 business in one. That is that amount. It's not cleaning for 350,000 that a lot of us. So I think we need to do a video to clarify that. It's not 350
Please,
that
ma,
a
do
lot
a
of
video. Do a video because a
Please
lot of us are
clarify,
getting it
yo.
wrong there.
Okay, we'll do a video. It's not 350 that a lot of us are thinking. It's not. It's actually start from 100,000. So it's the cheapest training that you can ever think of that you can get. The cheapest.
Okay, so
of
my
the cheapest.
concern, mobile, I have a concern for those of us that are working and still want to, have that immense feel of the trainings and not miss out on anything, because as you rightly mentioned, now there will be some kind of practical, how so when you're watching online or you're getting the online, but it's not the
So
same.
we are doing the practical online. We are going to have a record of rate of the practical also. So you always have the record. So we give you the record so you can see the practical recording also. And also, what we have actually picked a date. So we know that, so we are picking a weekend. We know some people want to come for the practical so that you can actually get a feel of the practical also. So I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So, but it's worth it, I'm telling you. You pay is what you will never regret it. Serious. When I say you won't regret it, I'll give you your money back. When I have people coming from Abuja, coming from Wari, already Peace Be has paid, it's coming from Wari. He has been in the training before, it's coming back
That's a
again.
registration video so that a lot of us can get that clarity.
I'll do another video so that there will be clarity. So I guess a lot of it in there that clarity. All right. Thank you once again, and you have a lovely weekend.
Thank you so much,
Thank
ma.
you. All right.
Thank you so much, ma. God bless you.
Amen.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Clean and tidy solution, Kiniko.